What's up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. I want to talk to you for a second. If you haven't followed me already, I want you to go ahead and start following me if you're watching this on YouTube. I want you to go ahead and start following me because we're going to talk about how to create wealth, how to get your business off the ground the right way. If you don't have a business, I'm going to walk you through it, okay? For the ones that are on Facebook, you're going to be able to get a banner. I'm going to post it into the comments in here. We're no longer just going to go to my profile because some people get lost on there and I had to make a correction on there. So we will get that going here for you. Actually, let's see if we can get that typed in right now because I'm here. I'm up in Rhode Island and it is snowing and I want to make sure that you're good, guys. I know a lot of people look, well, it's snowing, I can't do anything. No. We can still do things that we want to do if we want to get our business off the ground, and we have to be smart about it. The best way to doing this the right way is to have education, be able to be knowledgeable of what we're going to be doing. So let me put this in here right now for you, if it lets me. Hold on, we'll post it on the live chat here. That way y'all can actually get it. This is called Facebook in a Box. This is going to walk you through how to start your business or how to grow your business just using your Facebook profile. I think that this is going to be very important to y'all because at the end of the day, working a 9 to 5 is not going to make the cut anymore. Working a 9 to 5 is not going to make the cut anymore, and you trying to work extra shifts and stuff ain't going to help, okay? So you definitely need to jump on that. All right, guys, let's talk about why wealth will never stop. As long as we live in a capital system that we're living in now, there's always going to be someone wealthy and it's going to be always someone poor. The difference between this is that you have a decision to make whether you're going to be poor or be wealthy. I'm not even talking about rich because rich ain't going to make the cut anymore in 2022. Okay? A lot of us are not thinking the right way when it comes to all this money floating around. That's right. There is money floating around. They're printing out money like it's going out of style. The catch to that is that we're in inflation. We are running into inflation that we have not seen in many, many years. What we have to do is this. We have to accumulate assets. In order for you to accumulate assets, you got to take some of that money that they're just printing out, giving away, and be able to buy a couple items, right? Like gold, silver. You may buy things that can make you money, like vehicles or like ATMs, like I've been doing, right? You could be doing Airbnb. If you got a house that you know that you're not using all the rooms, you can possibly rent that out to people and make money there, right? As you do that, that whole gap between, what they have is the poor and the wealthy, and we can include the rich on this one, it starts to close and you start moving up. The thing is that a lot of folks are being thrown with a lot of crap. I've been watching some of the stuff on TV where they're talking about these credit cards. They're talking about all these discounts you can get. And they're trying to soothe and lull you into these things, knowing that you're not thinking about what's going to come down the pipeline when things start going up. And if you haven't seen this already, water's going up. Electricity's going up. I had an electricity bill, $282, and I wasn't even in the house during the time. So I'm like, how does that work? And they're just like, well, I was like, no, we don't know. You're not making any sense. So I'm telling you, it's going to be forever like that if you don't make up your mind and start to say to yourself, I know my worth. Even with the military, I see a lot of retired folks coming back to work. And me and a guy that I was working with in class today, we talk about business all the time. It's cool to talk to someone who's feeling the same thing you feeling. He said, this ain't the cut right here. What we're doing here ain't the cut. Yes, serve your country, do your time, do with honor, right? We all want to do that. We are in agreement with it. When it comes down to, hey, someone trying to give you extra rank, right? Let's say they try to give it to me right before I leave out the door. Do you want to take that because you won't get paid unless you do 3 years of that rank, right? And he's like, he's going to tell them he don't want it because he knows his worth. He wants to do his passion. He loves to cook. He's got a cooking business. He has all different things working for him. And The thing is, we see a lot of people in the military, right? We see a lot of folks working jobs that they do not like, right? Irritated. And they dangle this promotion in your hand. But a lot of people be like, if I take this promotion, it means I'm required to do more of a greater extent of this crap that I'm doing now. And this is with everyone's job, if you think about it. At the end of the day, when we're doing these things, we are put between a rock and a hard place. And a lot of people just fall into depression. A lot of people start getting medicated because now these commercials are coming out. They're not talking about, let's figure this out. We're talking about, well, you take this pill and you'll come out of depression. And the problem is, we're using pills to numb us. We're using weed to numb us. You know, now everyone's doing marijuana, right? In most of these states. We're doing all these things to numb us from reality. But the thing is, you may be numb, but the reality of the matter is that you're still in this area when you get from your high or that medicine where it's off. We're not addressing the problem directly, and we have to be focused exactly on what we want to do with our lives, because we only have one life to live. And working a job forever is not going to be the cut. I've seen it, and I told y'all that in the video. You have to create assets. You have to create items that can make you money. You got to have a software. Just like I'm using ClickFunnels right now. I'm using ClickFunnels, I'm using Friend Connector, and it's allowing me to grow my business on automation. I can run in here right now into my system and look at it and be like, okay, I want to run not ads, but I want to run leads onto Facebook, and I can go right on here right now while I'm talking to you, hitting one button here, actually two buttons, and just run it, and it runs for me, and I leave it alone. As you see, I'll show you. It's doing that for me. It's doing it for me. I'm over here talking to y'all about stuff, and it's doing it for me. And we gotta be smart like that. Does it take work? Yeah, it takes work. It requires effort. It requires you to work. But the thing is, you're working to make more money, not by trading in your time to work for someone you don't. Find a passion that you're looking for. Get into something that you really like, that you can monetize on, and you can really do something about your life. I tell people this. I am a shy person. A lot of people say, oh, you're natural. Like, no, I'm really shy. But the thing is, for my passion, it speaks for me. What I want to do speaks for me. The things that I'm doing, like the YouTube here, that speaks to me. I want you don't have to necessarily follow exactly what I do. But I will tell you that you do need to follow a blueprint of something. It may be someone that you want to listen to, someone that you want to go after. Maybe Tony Robbins, maybe Bob Proctor, maybe Philip Webb, John Vaughn, any of those guys, right? You may want to go after them and be like, I want to get in their footprints. Go for it. I'm not knocking you. The thing that I knock on most people is that the ones that fail to sit there. I had someone that I fell out with today talking about me having too many things I wish I want to have. And they're just on a loser mentality. Like, well, just chill and let life happen. Only losers say that. That means, to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, that means to me that I'm a loser. I'm just going to take it. I don't have any aspirations. I have no goals in my life to better myself. But I'm going to complain about everything else. I'm going to get mad because I'm talking to someone who's goal-centric. That's what it sounds like to me. And that's not going to mix. And you could tell the energy was not there. So I was just like, hey, I told them what they were, where they stood. And they were just like, I don't like that. And I'm like, I'm telling you the truth. At the end of the day, if you allow people to come into your spectrum or come into your sphere of influence, you need to let them go. You need them to be out of your life because they're not helping you. They're only here thus to feed off of you, because the person had never asked me to buy them something. And I'm like, I don't know you like that, but yet you come over here complaining to me. I have demands. of myself. And you got to have a higher standard. We learned that in the Navy. I learned that before I joined the Navy. Like, some people are just going to be down at this level. No matter what you do, you could pull them over to the finish line. They're not going to budge. Then you have people just like, okay, I'm barely making it on something I don't like. And then you got people way up here at this next 50, 70,000 feet altitude. They're looking at the whole picture. They're looking at exactly what they want to have in life. They're looking at the list they have, and a lot of people don't write their stuff down. And I look at the ones that are successful. I see the ones that are successful. I see people complaining, well, they were born like that. I'm not talking about it. And you'd be surprised. Here in the United States, not a lot of people are inheriting a lot of money like that. They're not the Hiltons. They're not the Vanderbeers. They're none of that. There might be people who had a product, had a business, and they ran with it. Jeff Bezos. Think about that. He grew Amazon out the basement. Out of a basement. Or a garage. People created Netflix. People are they never were blah, 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 this. And you see who's dominating streaming. It's them. You can't tell me that. And you're going to have people who are going to sit there and tell you to have limited beliefs. And we talked about that way about a month or two ago. Stay away from them. Speak your heart. I'm not going to sit there and say cuss them out. It shouldn't go to a point where you got to stoop to their level and cuss them out, things like that. And sometimes if you're passionate, you will cuss. But the thing is, you need to stay away from them, period. Because they're not bringing anything good to you. They're going to sit here and complain. They're going to sit there and get jealous. What you need to do is focus. And, the personal, I wish you find someone that like you for you. I'm not worried about people liking me. I'm 38 years old. I don't care. It doesn't make me no difference, right? Finish up my time and making this money at the same time, right? And you got to have the attitude. I want to help others. That's my passion. Helping people to better themselves. Helping people whoever's got a problem. And as an entrepreneur, you have to have that mentality. As long as you have that, you will have never-ending wealth, regardless of where you go. If you have those passions, because those passions are going to talk more than I can talk, more than anyone can talk. It's going to be the desire that you want, the thing that keeps you from saying, hey, I'm ready to go, right? Because some people, if you look at a graveyard, you have people in there full of dreams, a treasure of dreams that never got answered because either they self-sabotage themselves or something happened. And now in these days and times where we're seeing people doing all amazing things and they're with handicap or disability, there's no excuse. There's no excuse on why you can't have this happen. So it's time to change how we function. It's time to get ourselves together. It's time to make a difference. Okay, I'm going to finish off with this. Take the time and really look yourself in the mirror. Look at what you really want to do. If you truly want to have something happen, you got to take action. You can't wait for it. You can't sit there and just pray for it. You can't sit there and be like, I wish something fall down the store. You just got to take action. And whether it's a small action or a big action, take an action. All right, guys. My name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. If you feel like I have reached you, if I have touched a spot, comment in the comments below. You tell me, what are some of the things that you think are stopping you from achieving your wealth? Drop that down below in the comments, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Again, subscribe to Passive Income Central with Luke Brooks. I am the host, Luke Evan Brooks. Check me out. We're going to be posting these videos up. I would say the rate that I'm making videos, we're probably going to be posting videos 2 to 3 times a week. It might get to 4. It depends on how I move, how I feel. And I don't want y'all to give up. I want y'all to be in a positive mindset. If you come in with negative mindset, I'm going to tell you this. Take that bag of crap, of negative energy, and negative thoughts, put it on the side of the door, and then come in with a positive mind, a clear mind, a mind that's ready to take action, that's ready to see the responses that's going on without sacrificing their integrity, without them having to work 2 9-to-5 jobs or whatever it may be. enough where you can have your health, you can be with your family, and you can have the wealth at the end of the day. That's what our show's about. Alright guys, let me get out of here. Don't forget to check out the link down below. A to Z Facebook Business in a Box. Ready for you, absolutely free, does not cost you anything. Take care.